Hi. One morning at the age of 36, I woke up to discover that I had a stiff and painful body. I'd had a somewhat unhealthy, dark, and sedentary life until that point. It's amazing to me how we're able to distract ourselves from our pain until we can't anymore. Anyway, I know what it's like to be stiff. Even after I started doing yoga regularly, I was told that, well, some people are just stiffer than others. I've discovered that some people are naturally flexible. They have a gift of natural movement, and, maybe it's in their DNA, maybe it's just in the way that they've lived their life. But I know that you can become more flexible. I know that you can become more comfortable in your body. I know that you can develop grace and ease in your movement, even at an advanced age. I think I've become much more comfortable in my body in the last 10 years. So from my mid-60s going into I'm still in my early 70s what can I say? Anyway, so this video, I think, is a good place for you to start to just feel good in your body. These exercises feel good. They're supposed to feel good. This isn't supposed to be work. This will get you out of your chair, off your couch, and hopefully you'll practice along with me and you'll enjoy this. And I hope very much that you do. Step your feet about hip distance. Bend your knees a little bit. Snuggle your toes into the floor. Shift your weight from side to side so that you can feel when your weight is centered. Now, notice if you're a little more on the balls of your feet or a little more on your heels, and try to get your weight centered or a little more on the balls of your feet. So your knees just slightly soft. And now, notice where you're breathing. So put one hand on your chest and one hand on your lower abdomen. And try to breathe into the lower hand. Notice if you're breathing up here and then your chest is moving. We don't want to do that. We want to breathe softly into our abdomen. The body is loose, relaxed. If you can breathe into your lower hand, take this hand and move it to your low back, around the level of your kidneys. Now see if you can breathe into your kidneys. See if you can feel your middle expand between your two hands when you breathe. As though you had a small balloon in your abdomen and you were inflating it. Maybe you'll feel your low back getting longer on the inhale. And then it just relaxes the lumbar curve on the exhale. This is the way we want to breathe. You can relax. And now just notice if you're holding your shoulders up here and relax them. Relax your hands. Just let them hang. So just slightly on the inhale, straighten your knees, but don't lock them. And on the exhale, relax them. This may be a little mechanical at first, if you have to consciously do this. But eventually, this will just become a natural movement. And you can just be here and relax. And notice if your weight is shifted to your heels. We don't want it there. We want to feel like we're pressing our feet into the floor on the inhale snuggling our toes slightly and letting everything relax on the exhale. So all of the bones in our body expand on the inhale. The fingers get longer, and then everything relaxes on the exhale and comes back to its natural state. So as you inhale, stretch your fingers to the floor, straighten your knees. As you exhale, let everything relax. The knees bend slightly. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, relax. So just do this for a little while. And then we're going to begin our first movement. Feel like the hands are reaching down into the earth as you inhale. And you get taller. Notice what your head is doing. Notice the length of your neck. So try to keep your eyes level, your chin level. We don't want this. And we don't want this. So this can be somewhat conscious at first. Eventually, this just becomes the natural way of standing and breathing. So now to do the first movement, we want to, on the inhale, extend our arms and lift our hands. On the inhale, so we're reaching out, and then let everything controlled fall, relax, back down on the exhale. So inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale up, exhale down. So the arms aren't doing this, coming up the center like that. Just want a little space under your armpit, and let everything relax down. Inhale, exhale, just floating through this. Notice that my shoulders don't lift because my arms are stretching forward. Therefore, my elbows are naturally stretching my shoulders. So I'm extending my hands and stretching my shoulders. I bend my elbows to get my hands up the last bit. So now we're going to change it. Relax your arms. They should be always relaxed at the bottom. The movement starts here. Flying like a bird. So from the elbows, expand your elbows and let the fingers follow. The hands are like paint brushes. They're soft. As the fingers extend, they glide down through the atmosphere. So just gentle flying. And then just let everything come down to a breath. Raising one arm at a time. Try to feel the end of the movement and the beginning of the next movement. Notice the slight overlap. We're going to change this to up. Circle the arm. Pushing the opposite foot into the floor from the way that you're turning is how your balance naturally wants to shift. You can do this slower, depending on your breath. Coming back, stretching to the side, not leaning, reaching gracefully. Using the back hands to balance. Movements are soft and as graceful as you can make them. Coming back to the center. The next will be a similar movement, but we're going to use the elbow. Palm down, palm out. The hand comes up about face high so that your shoulders don't come up. I want your elbow to be doing the stretching. Similar movement to Tai Chi movement. There's some overlap here of the hands as one comes down, one goes up. Where's the movement coming from? Turning the body, turning the hands. Just a little coordination. Again, comes across the bottom. This turns your shoulders in a different way. This may take a little time. See, my elbows are low. I'm not doing this. That's a different exercise. You can do that. One, stretches your shoulders more. But it's good to see how you're moving and to understand where you are moving. And if you're moving like I'm moving, you can be a little higher. Hopefully this feels very good. And we're going to just stretch up so the palms come together. Reach up. So pull your low back down and push your hands out. So it's less important how high you come. Make sure you don't strain your low back. So just come to where you feel a good stretch. And if it feels good, stretch up more. But this is a stretch through your upper back. We don't want to get involved on the low back. Stretching up. And then reaching out. And now we're going to bring our hands up and squeeze our elbows behind us a few times. So, big circles. Squeeze the elbows behind, round the upper back as you come around. So pull your chin down as you do these big shoulder circles. I have some residual stiffness in my neck, and I can really feel it when I do this exercise, but this really helps it. Over the years, it's gotten better. It's the result of a motorcycle accident a few years ago. In the beginning, I was like a bobblehead. Okay, finally, we're going to end with a big hug. So we're going to inhale, expand your elbows, expand your arms, and like you're hugging a tree. So round your upper back. Inhale again, and exhale, pushing down. So really stretching out and round. Big circle. And pull in and push down. And push down. So inhale, inhale more, inhale more, exhale everything. Inhale. Bigger inhale as you open your back. Inhale as the hands come in, and exhale down. So, moving your spine. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Let your body breathe naturally, though. If this is uncomfortable, just breathe how you breathe. Let your body breathe you. Be breathed by your body. So I get my spine stretches, round, stretches more as I come in, and then pushing down. And then finally take your hands up and bring them down like that. Up and bring them down. Up and bring them down. And then again, let them rest here. And breathe. And notice if you feel more relaxed than you did when you started this little exercise. And then I want you to shake a little bit. Just shake it out. Shake it out. You've been standing for a while, so you can kick your feet out if that's comfortable. Otherwise, you can just go back and sit down for a while. But try to stand here and just feel what happened. These exercises could be considered Qigong. They're just simple exercises, though. They're simple stretches that will connect you to your body if you pay attention. This is just a little simple warm-up to kind of get you on your way. I hope this was helpful, and I'll be back again soon.